Konnichiwa. Let's go. How y'all doing? Unstable Creature here, coming off the line with another one. This is a must watch. Okay, so if you're not up on game, it's time to get your radar weight up. And on top of that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Fuck with your girl, because your girl is fucking with whoever. Not for real. But let's get into it because I didn't want to come yesterday because I didn't want to be like actually I didn't want to come out yesterday and I didn't want to come out Sunday because I understand the whole debauchery of what has happened in the first week or the first game, whatever you must say, the opening of the preseason. Where the pros at? Ain't here. Okay, well, then we're going to jump right up into it. We're going to go right into this week one. And this week one is straight giving me a Cinderella story. If you don't know, and you not familiar with Cinderella, you have got to, I don't care. Go to Disney. Go and get your Disney weight up and do what you got to do with Cinderella because this is exactly what we're living in. We are for sure living in fantasy land, somewhere where we are trying to make the shoe fit where the shoe don't fit. I know a lot of you probably don't even agree with me. Probably look at me because I got these old big tickle bitties, but yeah, I'm not big, but I got some. And you ever don't want to follow a lady because y'all like the little flat chest, but a lot of men don't come and convey it like myself. You guys are not ready for what the fuck I really have on deck today. So on today, like I said, this is a Cinderella story, and the Cinderella story do have a lot to do with this duo that everybody has been praising and everybody has been acting like it's so much to do. And I'm pretty sure the next game we're gonna come out firing on all cylinders. This next game, we're gonna come out wanting to stomp, kill, and murder people, right? Because our first game just went so sour. But I can tell you the details on why it went so sour. So let's move right into our Cinderella story, right? So our Cinderella story begins with John Gruden, who we're gonna say is our father, right? At this point, we have a new father. So we're gonna say is our father at this point, right? Look at Gruden as our daddy, right? Now, remember Gruden years ago, before we had to combine the house, he married this witch, this wicked, nasty thing, right? And I'm gonna go ahead and give it its name, Derek Carr. Okay, we're gonna look at Derek Carr as the wicked, evil stepmother. I know he's on our team, and I know that there should never be so much confusion in one team, and we should all be rah rah rah. But you should also understand when the I was gonna say motherfucker, but when a when a motherfucker do what they want and not what they need to do, this is what you get. So, on top of this is how our Cinderella story begins and go out, right? So we have our father who has just been put out and now has passed. Celebrates John Gruden. I'm looking forward to having you because yeah, I had so much slack, but then some things as far as like with you and Al, it kind of got me all mixed up in my feelings. But now I see why I put those feelings in my pocket because now I have to deal with not the lesser evil, some other evil. So now we're gonna get right into it. Okay, so if we look at John Gruden as our stepdad, and I mean as our father, and then we look at Derek Carr as the evil stepmother. Now, this evil stepmother, now, since our father has passed, now he has all the wealth. Now he has the word. Now he has the saying to go ahead and spread. Keep on following me. Don't lose. Don't lose focus. Believe me. Okay, now. We have this evil twin. Now the father has died. Now we have to deal with the children of the father. Now, with the children of the father, you got the stepmother. Now the stepmother is bringing in your funky, evil ass children. Now, let me go. Devontae Adams, you are a good player, but for sure, Rodgers needs you because y'all had that connection, and it ain't no way. Once a person get in the pocket with you to where y'all have that good feeling where the throwing meets up and everything matches up, that's good. And even though this is our first round, I'm going to show you how Carr, the stepmother, keep on trying to fit this shoe onto Devontae Adams' foot, which is the stepdaughter at this point. I would say the one with the big ass nose that wore the purple all the goddamn time. I'm going to go ahead and say, you are the stepsister with the big ass nose. Now, Carr had took 3 fucking Me using this have just reminded me of the difference between me and male male commentators and female. But enough of that. I'm gonna continue with my story because this is real. Okay, we spent 3/4 trying to fit this shoe on his foot before we have fell into the fourth quarter to just open up and give it and start. We realized this ain't fitting on your foot. Like right now, this ain't fitting on your foot. So we took 1/4, 2/4, 3/4 to see if this shoe fit on your foot. Now, all of a sudden, in the fourth quarter, we took so much time trying to get everything that we have and in our powers to you. Now we have to go ahead and venture out to the second stepsister, on to Cinderella. Now, me, for sure, if you can go back to any of my previous videos where I see that everybody step up. One thing I'm not finna take from Khalil Mack. How you doing? Out here again. you back out in Cali. I'm not gonna take from you because one thing you did do was you did your job, and one thing Raider shouldn't have did is let your ass go. But enough of that. I'm just saying he did his job. He opened up. He ate cars, swallowed his ass, everything. Because guess what? He's showing your ass. You let him go. You let this go. On top of everybody else that be trying to get it in our ass. Put it in our ass. Whatever to us. Hey, but on top of that, you see where I'm going with it. We spent 3/4 trying to make this shoe fit on his foot. I can understand the history of you guys, having your previous histories, but you got to understand that we have a whole team of people. And everybody have to exercise their right to get it in and make it happen. Not just for you, not just for Car, but for the whole team. Because it's not called Cars. It's not called Adams. It's called the Raiders. We have a whole team. You guys have to utilize the whole team. Even though you see what is there for a person that we bring in, but you have to know. The league has already known Davante Adams. And on top of that, just like any other person that we've always had that also come with that whole stigma behind that person, whether they're good, they're bad. I should have did my hair, but whether they're good, they're bad, or whatever the case may be, that they're gonna stick you first. They're gonna try to put you out of commission first. So why not try to rotate the ball any way we possibly can? Then get it back to him. Rotate the ball. Like we need a way to start throwing them off. We don't always have to keep on getting into Davante Adams' hands because guess what? We already know him. He gonna do what he possibly can on the field when the time comes for him. But you keep on pushing it. It's really draining us. I feel because of our defense. Oh shit, we got. Mom, look, the banner's coming on. Oh, okay, you okay? It's okay. Our defense, yeah. Shout out to Hobbs all day because I feel like he did his job. He was everywhere. The same thing. I was like shining. I seen a little Abram out there. He was doing his thing. I'm glad that he's not in the front of the camera because I felt like when he were pressing more towards the front of the camera, basically like reaching for his. I ain't gonna say reaching for his name to be because once you do your thing, they're gonna spot you. They're gonna recognize you. They're gonna do all of those things. So seeing that, he kind of like fall back and be just refreshing his own stuff. It's like I don't know. It almost made me smile still seeing him in the field doing his thing, but staying quiet with it, whatever. So, but seeing Hobbs everywhere, that was pretty good. Making sure that his presence was felt. I felt it. That's what's up, and that's good. Okay, yeah, because the first quarter, like opening up, doing his thing, but you have to realize, like I said, he shouldn't have took so much time trying to get it to Davante Adams, and on top of Davante Adams, you threw so many interceptions, and then on top of that, once it comes down to it, I don't think I probably have to go back on the game to watch how many times that he threw an interception and was sacked. And all his sacks came from The one and only. The one the one and only. Y'all let his ass go, and now he eating y'all the fuck up. I don't even like the Chargers, but you know what? Y'all got a good one when y'all came across Khalil Mack, whether he wanted to be there or not. I know he wanted to kick some dust in our asses when he took that contract. You know why? Because we let his ass go without knowing. Like we did a lot of people. A lot of people actually found their home there. And you know that they will pay you to dismantle your team, and then you be looking like, oh, well, I can start again. Let me take this money to be able to revamp myself. But then you forget the honor and respect of the lives that you have behind you. And this is what you see. So I'm not knocking anything. I don't like the Chargers. Fuck the Chargers all day. But to have Khalil Mack on their team, they know they did something when they had that and made that trade. Fuck it all. Because when he was on somebody else's team, and I usually say this before the game, if I know that it is a ex-Raider that on another team that we have had, and I know they stacks, and I know that how good they are, but we traded them for whatever fucking personal reasons, whatever, thinking that we gonna get something new springing up or whatever. I see it. And I don't knock them when we go against it because, like, you have every right not to go with that anger, but you have every right to show what the fuck they passed on. And that's exactly what I see in Khalil Mack. And I fucking can't fucking dispute it. I can't fucking go against it because look at where he was on the team. Look at me. I was come on now, get it. Not for real. I wasn't like that, but I was like, you this. I love the D. Like, not like, God damn it. Women can't talk like that, huh? It's open defense. I love defense. Like, because it's on you to make the move. Once you make the move, we got to shut that shit down. Shut that shit down. Okay, I'm not looking too late. Like, shut down my hair. But at the same time, I'm speaking the real. Like, I can't take it no more. Everybody just, and it's so many men that just go with the waves of shit. Y'all don't pay attention shit. Like, I know. Like a lot of people, y'all watch they stacks, y'all watch how they actually get down, y'all watch how they do shit and shit like that, and that's gravy. But once you watch the stacks, because the stacks be all up on his own shit and whatever, once they want to boost up somebody else's stacks, they can. That's just like I was mentioning about Gruden, and then Gruden rise up the price of Carr when Carr can't really throw. He can throw a ball, but he can't throw the ball to where like it meets like the wide receiver, anybody they throw to, they have to contort and do more than what it. I mean, yes, that's what it pays. You're supposed to make yourself and the quarterback look good when you catch that shit. But when you have to contort your body and you running this way, but he didn't throw it behind you, every pass. This is week one. Every pass that week. Every pass that Carr threw that was caught, it was in between. It was either in the back of his receiver or too far in front. And it's always been in between. Or when he was throwing it and it was short. That's how they were intercepted. And if y'all don't pay attention to that, what the fuck else can I fucking say? Like, his skills is broadcast. And everybody act like it's just the love of... Everybody act like we need that. Now, I did say in the beginning, we don't need to cut him, but we didn't need to have him take on initiative of everything. You feel me? Yeah, you can have your suggestions of receivers or who you may have to throw to or whatever the case, but you should be mindful of it. Davante Adams, you should also be mindful of this shit. I've said this as a message to you before. When it comes to look at our receivers, we've had them from the youngest. You don't think that young boy, Amari Cooper, so much. It almost brings me back to Randy Moss. When Randy Moss was on the team and then he started talking about the structure and then he wanted so bad to go to the Patriots and then the Patriots fucked him in his ass. That's what you get because you don't respect where you come from. We get a lot of people that the NFL didn't want us to have in the beginning just to give another team because Al Davis was hated so much. just to give another team a rise over us. So when you brought your black ass to us, you thought you was above me. You gotta understand the structure that we have also had to work through. And B, it's a reason why we are called the Raiders. And it's a reason why we keep on fucking pushing forward with whatever type of momentum, whatever type of force. It's because it's needed. But we be getting a whole lot of people that don't respect it. Now, believe you me, in the beginning, when Al Davis was here, it's plenty of times, it's a couple people, and Lord knows he could have had those people. But because of how the NFL worked and how they did not want him to shine and how they did not want him to be, and even the team could go down and all this other shit, that's where we were. Now, y'all, even the media is talking about how you can come up out of this curse that you was in, this old what's the name, because now it's public that the NFL had problems with Al Davis. So now that you see that, and you bitch up, at least he had a purpose. And he did not allow nobody else to try to steer his purpose, not even for the fucking dollars. That's what gets on my nerves. He funded half of those motherfuckers, even when motherfuckers didn't even want to sponsor him, do anything. He still funded because he believed in what was happening, and he grew that team. And as people came to the team, they knew that where they wanted to be and who that man was and what that man do for his team. I'm telling you, it's like a slap in the face to keep on watching this. I mean, me really, I would say, coming up, getting captivated on all of this, I would have to say it was Al, the logo. Seeing the team when they were out there being grimy, them getting so many penalties when other teams wasn't even getting penalties, I was looking like, dang. See my finger? They the ones. I was looking like they the ones. So I started watching them more, getting more into it, and then I started finding out more shit about the NFL, algorithm, this, that, and the third, and how all the other teams fell back into mute. Fell back into mute. It made me sicken because it's like, what would you stand up for? If they can throw a couple dollars in your face and you'll back down for anything, you ain't gonna stand up for nothing. Not the men on your team, not nothing. So it just brings me back to that. Now it just makes me realize, Davante Adams, I hope you have a game plan after this, because you know what? If Carr don't go, most likely you gonna go. Then what we gonna be saying? Then what we gonna be saying to our Raider family fan base, huh? No, I'm here losing my mind talking, but it's facts and it's true. Like, what can we do about the way that we're going now? The Cinderella story have to be able to end on something beautiful. The Cinderella story already ends beautiful. So let's just see that he put the shoe on the right foot. Don't keep squeezing somebody's foot into this fucking glass hill. If this glass hill break, we don't have shit. We don't have shit. Just fucking do right. Okay, you throw it a couple times. Let's try somebody else. You did not. We spent 3 quarters trying to fit a glass slipper on a fucking nigga that is hypothetically, you a size 12 on a size 7. I don't want to deal with that. I don't. You got time? You got time for that? Knowing good goddamn well, 3 seasons ago, when we had, who was the coach that we had? And you made him feel like the opening season, from the time the open season came, that he wasn't able, he wasn't this, he wasn't that. Everybody listening to Carr, everybody behind Carr, because this is somebody that Carr did not pick. So when he came in to do his thing, do his structure, we got a little bit further, but it was problems with him and Carr again. I don't like that. And you giving this man that much power, and he still don't know how to pick him? He still don't know how to pick him. Why? Because he faking it until he make it. And this is facts. He's already been promised a ring within our team. So now he's pushing it. And on top of him pushing it, he's actually abusing his authority. And I'm just looking like, who is over him? Y'all don't know how to fucking stop him? How do y'all put him, how do y'all make him over the people that's over him? That fucking sucks. That fucking sucks. I would have to get my job up because you're not even fucking listening. And even though if you want to watch till the end of the shit, it's still gonna be blamed on you because you over him. And then when they say like why he did the and you see on certain plays, one thing they don't show you anymore. You be thinking everybody be calling plays. The plays do come from the booth, but then Carr do also try to put in his own plays. That shit sucks as a motherfucker. And then on top of that, McDaniels don't call shit. McDaniels on a preseason game when they fucking ran the ball, and I'm talking about it was. I ain't gonna say it was a immaculate. I ain't gonna say it was perfect. It wasn't perfect. It wasn't none of that shit. But it was the fact that they hustled. They got the ball. They came out with 1,000,001 wins. And then his punk ass gonna say, I wish we could have handled the ball different. And the fucking announcer and then everybody else around her got quiet. The fuck that shows you? Like, you ain't watching the game, motherfucker. I don't know what else to say. It's like, I know. But this is a Cinderella story I wanted to bring to y'all because this is exactly what it is. How dare you try to, you see that this nigga foot is way bigger than a slipper, but you gonna try to bend and contort his foot to fit this slipper? Because what? Everybody been saying it's a good duo, or because everybody been saying his name is ringing and doing this much? And I mean, I like skills. I would never put down skill, but when you trying to put someone with someone else, that means someone has to throw him that ball. He have to be able to efficiently catch that ball. But Derek Carr don't efficiently throw a ball. It's not efficient at this point. I don't care how long he been in the league. And then on top of that, I literally said, y'all keep on boosting. See, now time has passed. Y'all wanted to keep on boosting his time up, saying that, and y'all was saying, or I was saying that Carr was already on the team when y'all was like, oh, he knew here, he knew this, he knew that. He wasn't new. He was already sitting and already getting his little insides in from Gruden, right? So now, if he act like he wasn't in the league this long or haven't been under the Raiders and all of this shit and whoopty whoop, how the fuck we got 10 years with him right now? How the fuck is it almost going on 10 years? When he wouldn't even come out the box and saying he was there for over 5 years. So how the fuck we sitting on 10 years now? So this is the type of shit that I want to see, the mind fuck. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. But when we got his ass, he act like he was brand new. I ain't got time for this shit. You gotta... Wolf in sheep clothing. Sheep and wolf clothing? Sheep and wolf clothing? I don't know, but he ain't walking around here, right? He ain't walking around here, right? No. Damn, 23 minutes. I ain't trying to go on. Whatever. This is my Cinderella story. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end it. Like I said, well, this ain't the end of it. I guess this is the beginning. This is the beginning of the NFL bringing a shoe to Devontae Adams and Carr, trying everything in his power to make that shit fit. And it won't. And until he realized you have to rotate that ball. I've said this no matter who we had on our team. You have to rotate that ball because everybody knows once it comes to a trade, once it's visible, once it's out there in the internet, once it's out there in the universe, that you have picked up a player, a lucrative player. You don't think that they're going to be on you? You don't think that they're going to be on that player? You don't think that people have already played him, already know certain ins and outs, that they're going to want to be on that? So you have to rotate the ball. They're going to always think that you're going to be going to a certain person because you picked up a lucrative person. But you have to show your exercise and you have to show your versatility and do what you got to do. Stop having us in a box like this. You can't do us like this. It's like somebody holding us out. This is exactly what you did to my Nathan Peterman. Don't do me. Don't do it. Don't. No more. No, it's not. Actually, they held on to Nathan Peterman for as long as they fucking could. didn't want nobody, didn't trade him, didn't do nothing with him. It was almost like, okay, if we're not finna put you up, or we gonna keep on saying if we can get something better, we gonna keep you in our pockets, but we don't want nobody to ever have you. Kind of fucked up. I did like Nathan Peterman, and I wish that he could have had more time. I wish, I just think that he could have just took us further, but because certain people have their eye on certain things, or may have promised people certain things, and it's just not falling through. And I'm not mad at it. I am not going to be mad at skills that's already there. Yeah, we want to trust and believe, and I trust and believe in the new skills because, like I said, we had time to look at the rookies, right? Right? But then nobody, and like I always say, y'all bring these rookies in and y'all give them this time to play, and they feel so empowered by the time that they played and by the shit that they shut down. By the time that the, the pro season come, that y'all acting like they not even worthy because of the pros that they have. But the pros that you have, I don't even want to say that everybody doing their job. I mean, everybody's doing their job somewhat, but I ain't gonna allow myself to overlook anything for the likes of one, because you can like somebody. Like I have kids. And I'm not even gonna lie. One, they all make me smile at different times. One might not be as bad as the other, or whatever the case may be, but it's just the fact that even your